Okay, hello friends, welcome to another interesting video based on Python. But here what we are going to do is actually we are going to use a Python module called CV2, which stands for computer vision, and we are going to do a facial and then eye recognition. Okay, so before we go into that, right, let me show what we are going to build. So here I have the program. Okay, so I'm going to just run this program. So like this. So I'm just running this particular program. Okay, if you run it right, so you can see it is initializing the things, and then there will be my camera open up. Okay, and then you can see my screen is being recognized. Okay, and the thing is you can see the face and eye are detected, and then which is circulated. Okay, so if you press Q, it will be quit. So we're going to see how this works, and then how we can write this code. It's just less than 30 lines of code, not even 30 lines of code in Python. Okay, so before that, right, what you need these things. So in Python you need to install the opencv package, or package. Okay, you can use pip3 space install opencv-python, and then we are going to do this using a method called haar cascade. Okay, so haar cascade is a method for finding a facial and then eye recognition. So for that you need these two XML details. So I have given the link also in the description. So basically what it will look like is something like this. Okay, there will be a lot of XML data which will be available, and using this only we are able to find it. Okay, and so you need that basically, and you can get that using this link. Once you have that thing right, you can just uh, paste this or just have this in a folder. Okay, and then on the same folder you can write this program also. Now let me explain the code. Basically what we are doing, we are first importing the CV2 library, and then this haar cascade works on a grayscale image. Okay, so the image what we see is a colorful image, but a grayscale image is nothing but in the picture all the pixels will be having a grayscale of 0 to 1, so it's a gray image. Okay, so what we are doing here, first we are initializing those XML what we have downloaded, right, using a function called cv2.cascade classifier, and then we are having it in a variable called face cascade and eyes cascade. Okay, and then we need to open up the camera. So for that CV2 is having a method called video capture. So I can do like cv2.video capture of 0, which means a primary video capture will be my first camera. Okay, and then I'm having it in a variable called cap. Then I'm going to run an infinite loop, and then in that loop, right, I need to capture the face of my camera, right. So there is a method called read, which is cap.read, which will give me what it is finds, I mean all the pixels of the camera. So now I need to convert that to a gray image, because this has cascade works on top of gray image only. So I'm having a convert color method, and then I'm passing the color image which I got it from the camera, and then I'm converting into cv2.color underscore bgr to gray. So blue, green, red to gray. So that image will be available in this variable called gray image. Now we need to run the haar cascade on this gray image only. Fine. So here I'm just calling a single method called face cascade dot detect multiscale, and passing this gray image, and then I'm getting all the results in faces. Okay, and then I'm just looping into the faces array and then finding how many faces it has. So the beauty of this thing is, in that image what we pass, right, how much ever the face is there, it will give me the coordinates of the faces. So if you want to see what these faces variable will be having, you can just print it and see, no problem. Okay, and it will be having a 4 coordinate of each face, and then I need to draw a rectangle so that it will be easy visible. So what I'm doing, I'm having a cv2.rectangle method, and then I'm passing the image on which I need to draw the rectangle, and then I'm giving the position based on what I have received it. Okay, this is actually the color which I want, blue, green, red, based on that, and then it is actually the thickness of the border which you want. Okay, so the same way we are having the eyes is equal to eyes cascade of detect multiscale, and then we are passing the same gray image, we are getting the eyes, and then we are just drawing the rectangle. Okay, and then I need to show the image, so that cv2.im show, and then the title of the window, and then whatever on what you want to show actually. So I'm just showing the color image, which is nothing but which I got on the camera. Okay, and here I'll be waiting for a key press. If I press Q, it will be breaking up, and once I break out of the loop, I just need to release the window and then destroy all the windows. Now we just added this print function, right? Let's see how this works. I'm just going to save this and then run this again. It should open up. Okay, see, automatically it prints the whatever. Yeah, so automatically it detects my face and then it is showing the window. Okay, now the thing is, if I give another photo, say for example like this, okay, see, it's detecting and it giving me the coordinates on the left hand side. So at any point of time it detects multi-face, then it will give me those coordinates. That's why we are looping into that and then we are drawing the rectangle. But now if I press Q, it will be quit. Okay, now the problem with this approach is actually we are detecting faces and eyes separately. Okay, which means if there is only a eye like a symbol or eye pattern is available outside the face, then also it will be captured. So to demonstrate that, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take a picture of eye and then I'm just going to run it again. Okay, and it should open up, open. Yeah, so now if you see, I'm just showing a eye image. Okay, you can see it's detecting because we are detecting faces and eyes on the whole picture. Okay, but if we are doing a facial recognition, we should detect eyes only inside the face, right? So for that we are going to do slight modification. So I'm not going to do right here. I already had the code here. Let me explain. So we are not going to do anything. So instead of having these eyes detection outside the for loop of faces, I'm going to bring it inside the for loop, so that for each face it's going to detect the face eyes inside the faces. So if you see here, the only difference here is I have kept this inside, and also I should start finding the eyes inside the gray scale image of the face. So here what I have done here, simply once I got the facial rectangle pattern right, I'm going to have another variable called face gray, and from and I'm going to get the coordinates, and then I'm extracting the portion of the gray image of it. Okay, see, color image actually the actual screen, and we already converted that to a gray image, and then from that gray image I'm going to extract a portion and then I'm going to have it as face gray, and inside the face gray I'm going to detect the eyes. Okay, that is the only difference, and then it will show the eyes inside the face only if it is available. Outside the face, if there are any eyes, it will not recognize. Okay, so to test this, right, it's called index.py. So if you just run this thing, which is index.py, it should open up. Let me take my phone. Okay, so if you see, I'm again showing the eyes, but it is not detecting. Okay, so it is detecting only inside my face. So that is the beauty of CV2. So you can see, just we have written a very small amount of code, but functionality of detecting eyes and faces. And now if you have a doubt like how come a small XML which is having just numbers which is helping us to find the faces and eyes, then it's actually a grayscale concept which I don't want to explain, because I found another explanation video in the YouTube. I'll give a link to that also in the description. You can just watch it. It's very easy and then helpful. Okay, so that's it guys, that's it for this video. I hope you find Python videos are interesting. More to come. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Bye bye.